I started this channel with about 30 subscribers, and it's just my Slavic friend's mom and her extended family. So to honor that, let's learn how to make pierogi for the holiday. We're following along this channel called The Polish Chef. This video is almost at 2 million views. I'm excited to learn from him. Let's get started.
I'm the Polish chef, and today I'm gonna show you how to make potato-filled pierogi.
First impression, I feel like he's the type of guy that can make bellinis from scratch and fly a fighter jet across continents within a span of 4 hours.
Loved by all, made by few.
Loved by all, made by few. Now will be messed up by future canoe.
Russet potatoes. Boil them for about 30 minutes till fork tender.
3 to 4 russet potatoes starting with cold water. We'll boil them for 30 minutes or until ligma fork tender.
Take them out of the water, let them cool off, and peel them.
Take them out of the water and let them cool off. Should I drink this water?
Get your onions ready.
What's up with the music keep repeating? But anyways, I feel like I always peel off an additional layer from the onion just to feel a sense of control.
Whoa, strong.
Mine is not that strong.
Our potatoes are cool, so now we're gonna remove the skin.
Our potatoes are cooled, now I'm gonna remove the skin.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot.
They're way too hot to work with, so I'm gonna use this method where you put it in a piece of paper towel, gently squeeze it, and the skin should come right off.
Nice job.
You like to cut them in half to see if there's any rot spots.
I'm not gonna cut them open, I'll put my trust in them and believe they're cooked.
You can also use a potato masher, but this works well.
I can use a ricer, but this works the best.
Half a teaspoon of salt,
Half a teaspoon of salt,
and quarter teaspoon of pepper.
quarter teaspoon of pepper.
We're using Rogata cheese, but you can also use farmer's cheese.
I'm using the never-ending raclette. You cannot use any other type of cheese.
Potatoes into the cheese and make the mixture nice and smooth.
What should I do if the mixture is getting too dry?
If it's too dry, add just a little bit of sour cream.
If it's too dry, add in a little bit of heavy cream.
And some people like to forget the onions, but not me.
Here's that song again, and it's always the same segment too. As you can see here, I'm one of those people who forgets the onions.
Nice and golden in the refrigerator.
Into the refrigerator.
Now, in a few minutes, after I have my beer, we'll make dough.
I'm slightly intimidated by the way he announced dough. There's like a long pause before he said it. Let's look at it again.
After I have my beer, we'll make... That should be very interesting. I'm gonna hire somebody to do that.
I feel like after that edit, he's gonna hire somebody to kill me.
Now we're gonna make the pierogi dough. We have 4 cups of flour,
2 cups of flour,
cup of water,
half a cup of water,
2 eggs. We'll crack the eggs,
1 egg. We're gonna crack it into the water.
stir this up.
Stir this up. Spill a little bit on the table.
Use the fork to stir the flour with your egg water mixture.
Use a ligma fork to stir the egg water flour mixture.
Looks pretty good, and now we will... You don't have to knead this for a long time.
So we'll pour these small pieces of dough onto a work surface. He said we don't need to knead it for a long time, but I feel like to get a better texture we should.
Because that's what the recipe calls for, and you should not question me. I'm the Polish chef.
Oh my god, I get it now. That's his theme song. It plays whenever he wants to assert his culinary dominance. Maybe it's just a random song that he chose for the video. Let me go on his channel and check. If this is his theme song, that would be the coolest thing ever.
Hi, this is the Polish chef.
Yep, I knew.
I feel like I need a theme song too to be cool, so I can be like, you should not question me. I'm Future Canoe.
Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty.
Let's check out more of his content.
Hi everyone, let's make a Polish breakfast together. You know I'm saying anything?
Yes.
Like what? We are at...
Did he just ask the camera what to say? I love this guy. If he made daily vlogs, I'll totally watch it religiously. We're off track too far, let's get back to cooking.
So the dough's been resting for about 10 minutes.
We cover the dough with plastic wrap and rest it for 10 minutes. But it looks like it's got an infection or something.
I'm gonna cut this in half.
Cut this in half.
Start rolling it from the center out.
And we'll start rolling it with our safest tool, from the center up.
Because you're gonna stretch it around the filling.
We're gonna stretch it around the filling.
Shit on the floor.
And now I'm gonna introduce you to a pierogi master maker. This is Susan, my wife.
In case you haven't been able to tell from this video, I'm all alone.
So this is about a 3-inch cutter. Some people use a glass.
So I grabbed a 3-inch cookie cutter. I have a laser eye for inches. Don't ask me why.
I'm using a disher. It's about 1 ounce.
What if I don't have an ice cream scoop?
If you don't have it, you can use a spoon. Place them right in the center.
Let's appreciate this scene again real quick. After all this shuffling, the scoop wasn't even able to release the potato. I'm just gonna use my hand to shape them. And no, you cannot comment about how good I am at handling balls down below.
Stretch the dough around the filling.
Alright, first we'll stretch the dough around the filling. Maybe it's a little too big to be wrapped, which has never happened to me. All we need to do for now is to seal the two ends together. This is a lot of stretching. I feel like my dough is not as soft as his. Maybe I didn't add enough water.
So you kind of gently push the filling in and then bring the dough together and then pinch.
We'll push and stuff it down while concealing it. That's how I deal with problems in life. But for some reason this dough is not closing. Let's stretch it out a little more. It's starting to break a little bit, but I'm not admitting defeat. The dough should be thick enough so that we can stretch all the way across.
Keep a little flour on your hands and just pinch really tight.
Alright, change of plans. We're going to take a lot less filling and then a little bit of water around the outside ring of the wrap. Hold the opposite sides while pinching down the filling and then close it. Kind of looks like a cannoli. And then just follow the opening, keep pushing, pulling, and pinching while the gap closes. Same thing for the other side. Don't worry if a little bit of filling comes out. You can just eat it. Make sure everything's closed and that's it. Now we'll very quickly do the same thing to all 11 of them. These are the final result. 10 perfect looking pierogi.
So the water is boiling. Drop them into the water.
Alright, it is the next day for me because I fell asleep. It got a lot soggier in the fridge overnight, but it should be fine. When the water is at a rolling boil, we'll very carefully drop them in.
Boil them for about 3 minutes.
We'll give it a stir once in a while and boil for 3 minutes.
Nothing's opening up, so I guess we did a pretty good job.
Ours is staying intact so far too. Good job, team.
Like they are ready to be rescued.
When they're all floating at the top, we'll rescue them out.
Melt some butter. Once the butter is melted, place the pierogi in a frying pan.
So we'll take a non-stick pan, drop in 2 tablespoons of butter or so, and drop in the pierogi one by one. It's gonna splatter a little bit in the beginning. Just turn down the heat to medium-low.
You don't want to overcrowd your pierogi in your frying pan because they will stick.
You don't want to overcrowd them so they're like on top of each other. They might get too attached, so you can toss them once in a while.
Look pretty good. I like them a little more brown, so it's just going to be a couple more minutes.
They've been in the pan for about 3 minutes. Let's flip one and check how it looks. Actually pretty good. Let's start flipping them. I'm still impressed at how well this non-stick pan prevents food from sticking.
Sour cream and just place them around. Serve to your guests.
I think we can get off instructions and start freestyling now. Once they're golden brown on both sides, we'll turn off the heat and start plating. Our perfect 11 pierogi ended up being 9. Don't ask me how it happened. We'll arrange them all in a nice sunflower little circle like this. Leave a little space in the middle so we can put our sour cream in the center. Just looking at the plate, you might think it's pan-fried Chinese dumplings or potato gnocchi. But as long as you have the sour cream in the center, it is Polish food. And the best perk of having a Slavic friend is that whenever you go to their house to eat dinner, you have the perfect opportunity to live your dream of putting sour cream on everything. And I don't have chives, but I have some wilted spring onions, so I'll chop it up and garnish it on top. That's all you need, really. Some people like to put onions on top, but I already forgot it once, so let's keep forgetting it. This is my first time making pierogi from scratch, and they're actually a little more complicated than I thought. It looks pretty simple for now, but I have a surprise topping that I'm gonna show you a little later. But obviously the most important part of making a recipe is putting it on Instagram.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton.
I guess it is Christmas. A lot of you are being really nice. I appreciate it. If this goes well, I'll do more Polish food in the future. What other country's cuisine should I try? Let me know in the comments. Now let's give it a taste and rate 1 through 10. Look how soft and cheesy the potato filling is after all that boiling and frying. The dough is crispy and has simple flavor with no yeast or oil in it, so it provides a good foundation for the potato filling to thrive. I know the authentic version is probably ricotta, but the raclette is pretty amazing, to be honest. I think what could make this better is some fancy topping. I got from the sous chef of RH House a little tin of caviar. We'll visit the restaurant soon. It comes in a branded zip-up caviar pouch with an ice bag underneath. It makes it feel so much more important than it actually is. It's like me trying to wear a suit. As you can see here, I'm too much of a peasant to know how to open it properly. I think Nick and Guga all have caviar key at home, but I'm just gonna use a spoon. Physicists define torque to help us save money on caviar keys. It's looking pretty good. It's definitely sturgeon. I don't know what type though. Probably American farmed. The best part is that it matches my outfit. Yeah! Let's put it on a piece of pierogi and sour cream and give it a taste. Giving you a trigger warning because I'm about to demonstrate emotion. It's okay. It adds the salty brininess that contrasts really well with the potato and the dough. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. My roommate likes to pretend that he's fancy, so he'll probably enjoy this more. Anyways, that's it for the episode. I hope all of you are celebrating a great Christmas. If you're not celebrating, I hope you're getting Chinese food and having a good regular day. I'm super excited about our next video. It's gonna be the best video I've ever made on this channel, so stay tuned. Alright, thank you.